Hey guys, this is my very first Halloween look of 2024. Something very fun, very blue with a little glam. I did something very similar last year. It was a pumpkin. I will put the video in the description box below so you guys can check it out. And I want you guys to leave a lot of blue hearts in the comments below if you do like this look. Now let's get started. I'm gonna start with the glam side. I'm going to prime my eyelids using the e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer, and I'm gonna blend it out with the e.l.f. Cosmetics sponge. And tapping motions, make sure everything is nice and blended. The tone is even on the eyelid all the way up to your brow bone. If you want to know how I did my eyebrows, I'll leave the video in the description box below. Now there are going to be two different ways that I'm going to apply the tape. The first one's going to go up like this, going towards the tail of my eyebrow, which is very important for the style of eyeshadows to look good. You have to apply it like this. And today I'm going to be using the LA Girl Sunkissed Glow eyeshadow palette. The first eyeshadow is going to be this dark brown using the Rimmel brush. And I'm going to apply this above the crease. I want it from the inner corner, going towards the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm going to extend it towards the tail of the eyebrow. The tone has to be even, so I'm going to be applying a few layers. We're going to be doing a cut crease, so the edge of the cut crease is also going to go above the crease, so this eyeshadow has to go even higher than that, so just keep that in mind. It just depends how dramatic or how much of the eyeshadow you want to show, but it doesn't matter right now how it's looking on the eyelid, just what's on the crease and above that. Make sure it's nice and blended. I'm going to grab the e.l.f. concealer again. The flat brush is from Anastasia number 18. I'm going to start with the dot. I'm going to look up and you can see that it transfers above my crease, and that's how I start my cut creases. Like I said, you want the edge to go above your crease to make sure that it's visible when you're looking straight forward. I'm going to do it from the inner corner to the outer corner again, and then also extend it towards the tail of the eyebrow. It just depends how much of the eyeshadows you want to show, because this is what's going to help make your eyes appear bigger and eyeshadows are going to stand out a lot more. This style is perfect for hooded eyes or small eyes, and you don't want the shape of the cut crease to change at all, so just make sure you don't do the edge of the cut crease on your crease, because when you close and open your eyes, it's going to be moving, it's going to look weird. So just make sure you do the line above your crease, and then cover everything up. Make sure the tone is even all over the eyelid. Then I'm going to grab the shimmery eyeshadow using this eyeshadow sponge, and I'm going to apply it in tapping motions. You do not want to swipe it because you don't want the concealer to move. So just set the concealer by tapping it onto the eyelid. I'm going to keep applying layers, and you just want to be careful not to go over the cut crease, the line, because you want the brown to stay matte with no shimmer. So just be very careful, and you can also use a flat brush to apply the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to remove the tape and reapply it. This time I'm going to go a little bit lower, like it's a little more straight, going out towards like my ear kind of. And I'm going to do the eyeliner. I grabbed a darker brown eyeshadow from the same eyeshadow palette from Anastasia. You can also use black eyeshadow, but I just wanted to keep it brown. And I'm just keeping the eyeliner on the outer part of my eye, so I'm not going to apply any of this on the inner part of my eye. And then it just depends how dramatic you want this to be. You can extend it a little more, but just do it in little steps and don't start with something too dramatic. The style of eyeshadows is honestly very easy. You just have to practice on applying the tape, because the tape does help you so much. But having it right there makes it so much easier. So just keep practicing and don't give up. Then I'm going to apply the Dentist Beauty black eyeliner on the waterline and just add a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Stiletto Mascara, and I'm only going to apply one layer, and that will complete this side of the makeup. I forgot to record this part, but I just added the dark brown on my lower lash line from the inner corner to the outer corner, and then I was going to apply these fake lashes on my lower lashes, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I just removed them. Maybe some that are a bit more simple would look nicer here, but I just did not like how it looked. Moving on, before starting with the fun blue color, I'm going to apply foundation all over my eye, just around the eye, which this part is really not necessary because I mean, it doesn't make a difference really. So you can skip the step if you want, but I'm adding the She Glam foundation and I'm applying it with the e.l.f. Cosmetics sponge. Then I'm gonna grab this liquid eyeliner from LA Girl and I'm gonna start creating the line around that eye. It's gonna like be like a cracked line all around the eye. And I'm gonna fast forward it right here. I want to go fast because I'm a little slow, so and you don't have to see like every little move. You can see really how I'm doing the lines, and I'm just, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just create the lines, like cracked lines around the eye. It's really easy, and once I'm done, I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker, but you can also use black paint. Obviously you can use black eyeliner if it's very creamy, just to make it easier for you, or even just black eyeshadow. Then really quick, I'm going to remove the foundation around that eye just with the wipey, just really quick. And then I'm going to create the circle around the other eye using a different eyeliner, because the LA Girl eyeliner sadly just does not work anymore. I ran out, but this one from Pixi works just as fine. And right here, you can just do it however. I'm just doing it around the eye, literally like a circle, kind of. Just something very simple. Now I'm gonna grab the blue paint from this paint palette from Wet n Wild and apply it all over my face, except for inside the circles I just created. And I'm using the flat brush from Anastasia number 18, but it would have been a lot better and easier to use a bigger brush, because I mean right here it just took so long to do this because it's a very small brush, but I don't have a bigger brush, so this will do. But I highly recommend this paint palette from Wet n Wild. They sent it to me last year and I really love it. You can see it's very blue, very pigmented, and you don't have to add like any kind of oils or setting sprays, because sometimes for paints you have to mix something in it so it can be more creamy or more pigmented. But this one is perfect just like that. I didn't have to add anything, and it's very creamy and very, very pigmented. So I highly recommend these palettes, and they're very affordable. So I'll link them in the description box below. Then I'm gonna grab this eyeshadow palette from Anastasia Norvina Volume 2, and I'm going to grab the blue eyeshadow, which is pretty much the same color, and I'm going to set everything. I'm using the sponge from LA Girl. It's an old sponge. It's like ripped, very old. So honestly, after this, I'm gonna toss the sponge because it's gonna be ruined after this. But just use an old sponge or just something dry. You don't have to wet the sponge because you're grabbing, setting it with powder, so it doesn't have to be wet. And you can also use translucent powder to set the paint, but I wanted it to be very, very blue, so I wanted to use a blue eyeshadow. But it is very, very important to set everything. That way it doesn't move throughout the day, especially if you're going to like Halloween parties. You don't want to smudge or anything, so set it really good. Also, when you're setting it, do not swipe, just tap, 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 because you don't want it to move at all. Right here, I'm adding black eyeshadow around the eye because I want to make it thicker. So I'm applying most of it on the line to pretty much set the liquid eyeliner. And then I'm going to create kind of like a shadow. So it's going to be a little bit thicker. Now this part doesn't really change the whole makeup. It doesn't like look extremely different. So you can skip this part. It does look just a little better, making it thick and adding that little shadow right there. But if you want, you can skip this step. And I did add it on the other circle, like the other eye too, but I don't know why I did that. Honestly, I don't know. I should have left it just like that so the lines can be like sharp around the eye and not like blended out or like no shadows or anything. But I started doing it. I don't know why, but it is what it is. It doesn't look that bad. Like I said, you can skip the step. Now I'm going to create the nose using the same eyeliner from Pixi, and I feel like my noses, like every time I do makeup looks like this for Halloween, they always turn out the same. I just keep it very simple, and I'm going to cover everything with the eyeliner, and then again I'm going to set it with black eyeshadow. And for this part right here, again, I'm just gonna keep it simple, especially for the teeth. That's another thing I feel like I always do the same when I do these. Not very detailed, it looks like messy, but it doesn't look bad. I just go with like the more simple way to do this. So if you're having trouble like creating those teeth, just do this, you know, it doesn't look bad. And I don't wanna cover everything in with the eyeliner because it'll take so long and I would probably run out of eyeliner, but I just realized like in this moment that I don't have black paint, so went with black liquid lipstick. This one's from Rimmel, which worked out great. It's very creamy, but you can see when I'm covering everything up with the lipstick, it doesn't leave it like very black, and the tone does not look even. But once I set it, it looks perfect. It looks very dark and the tone is even. So I'm just setting it with black eyeshadow. Or if you have gel eyeliner or like creamy eyeliner, you can also use that. Because I know some makeup paints, especially like the very, very affordable ones, sometimes don't look very black, like as black as you want it. So just using makeup sometimes is a little better. And I know I already said this a lot of times, but you want to make sure you set everything, especially on the eye, just where like your eye folds, like the wrinkles, your eyelids. You want to set everything so it doesn't move throughout the day, especially if your eyes get greasy. Just make sure you set everything really good. By the way, if you're looking for a good black eyeliner, I highly recommend this one from Dundas Beauty. It's very creamy, very pigmented, and I've been using it non-stop, so I highly recommend it. Now I'm going back with the Pixie eyeliner and I'm just creating lines, like creating cracks. I honestly had no idea what I was doing, how thick to do them, or where to add these. I'm just like going along with this. So just create lines. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. Just all over the face, just create some lines with a thin liner. Then I'm going to add these gold flakes. I'm using the eyelash glue from Duo, and I'm just adding this literally anywhere. I feel like I should have added more. I don't know, what do you guys think? Or make them thicker, I don't know. But these flakes are actually to decorate cakes, which I've been having in the kitchen for a long time. But I was like, I feel like it's a good idea to create some makeup looks with this. Anyways, I hope you guys like this look. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And don't forget to leave blue hearts in the comments if you did like it, and share this video with your friends and your family. Thank you all so much for your love and your support. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!